Okay, here we have the instructional video for the Zee Mini Kit that is made by Kanger. I'm going to show you how to put the kit together, how to use the kit itself, and how to maintain the kit. So it is a very easy kit to use. We do really enjoy these. They're called Clearomizer kits. What I'll do right now is I'm going to show you the ZeeCig, the electronic circuit put together. You have the Clearomizer portion here and you have the battery portion here. It's very easy as far as on and off. You just unscrew this and that will separate the two pieces that you have. As far as your battery goes, let's hit this very quickly. Your battery does have 5-click on, 5-click off. It's a very rapid succession to turn it on or off. What you do is you hit the button here, and as you hit the button, if you do not see a light, it is either turned off or it needs to be charged. So what we just do is click it 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you just saw that, it blinked. And now as we press the button, you'll notice that the light is illuminating. That is letting you know that this e-cigarette is turned on. The on-off switch is not for energy conservation. What it's actually for is accidental discharge. You don't want these accidentally going off in your purse, in your pocket, or anything of that nature, because what will happen is it will burn out the heating element, and it will change the fluid. So that's why you want that on-off switch. It's really good that these units do have that. As far as charging goes, it's very, very simple. This battery just screws clockwise right onto the charger. As you screw it onto the charger itself, you do have a little light here, and this light will go from green to red when it's charging, green when it's charged. These are lithium-ion batteries, so with lithium-ion batteries, you don't have to worry about charging them all the way up or any kind of a cycle. You can charge them for 10 minutes. You can leave them overnight or for several days on the charger. They'll automatically shut off. So it's very, very easy system. Now, one thing to mention on these two parts here, now this is the maintenance part, make sure to clean this off very quickly with the tissue at least once a week, because that will provide a good voltage and good charging to your battery. Also, the battery itself, you want to put a Q-tip in there and clean that off every once in a while, because you can get a little bit of debris. It might be from your pocket, it might be from whatever it is, or just residue from the e-liquid itself. So it's very easy to do. So that's your charging portion of that. As far as this USB, you can put it in wherever you want, or you can actually put it into what's provided in the kit. This is the USB, so I'm just going to plug this on in very quickly here and into your wall. So that is very easy to use. Now let's get into the Clearomizer. Here we have the Clearomizer that we were looking at. Now with this Clearomizer, what happens is every time you want to fill it up, you turn it upside down, and then counterclockwise, you unscrew. This is called the coil, the bottom coil. It's a heating element, and you remove it. Once you remove that, you're going to fill the liquid on up here. And I'm going to show you very quickly how you actually put that in there. What happens is, as you look within this, you'll see that there is a metal channel, a metal tube that's directly within that. We don't want to put the liquid in the middle. We want to put it around the side. So I'm going to take a bottle of e-liquid real quick here. And I am going to tilt this, and I am going to fill the liquid on up, all the way up to that metal tube. You don't want to pass that metal tube, because if you pass the metal tube, that liquid will go in there and it'll actually come out the mouthpiece right here. So you just want to go around there and fill it all the way on up. As a side note, never let one of these systems that you see here go completely out of e-liquid. If you let it deplete, it's going to prematurely burn out your your heating element that you have here. So now I'm just going to put that heating coil back on there. I'm going to screw it on, and it's that easy. It's just that quick to do that. I understand with this, you may be like, well, I'm not sure if I want to see the liquid or not. How come you can see it so quick and easy? As you're a regular user of a e-cig, you're going to find out very quickly that you want to see that liquid and just very quickly visually see that you do have enough on board. So it is actually a really good plus to have a Clearomizer so that you can see that all. Now, as far as that coil, that heating element that I was talking about, this little guy that we have right here, this is one of the pieces that you do have to replace, and it depends on your usage. If you're a really, really heavy user, you're probably going to have to replace it every 2 weeks, okay? Fortunately, they're very inexpensive. Have a look in the replacement section. They're only a couple of dollars, so it's not a very large issue there, and it is known that these need to be replaced pretty often. Now, how do you know you have to replace it? Usually one of 3 ways. I'm going to go very closely here, and on this, there's a little bit of wicking that is hidden on the left and the right, and that is a fabric type wicking that you do have. Sometimes that'll burn out. It just happens as it wears out. If that does burn out, what'll happen is it'll give you a kind of a burnt taste in the back of your throat, and that is a sign that your coil needs to be replaced. The second way is it just won't change that liquid into a vapor form. So there's another reason that you do know. The third one is the hardest one, and this is the most difficult. Why it's the most difficult is it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it just starts wearing out. So all of a sudden, after a few weeks, now it's at 90%. The next day it's at 80%. Then it's at 70%, and you're going, oh man, this thing works so well for me, what's going on? Your coil needs to be replaced. So as a quick way, if you get that urge for a cigarette again, and this was working so well for you for a couple of weeks there, it's your coil. You need to replace that heating element. They're very easy to replace. The last thing really to mention about this, the liquid that you did see me put in there, that was of course a Zee liquid. It is important to note what type of liquid that you do put into your unit. If you put in some of the low-grade liquids, it will and can damage your system where it will no longer work. So keep that always in mind. The things that you do want to keep away from are really, really thick liquids. If you see as you turn the bottle, if you kind of turn the bottle and you don't see that liquid move very quickly, if it's kind of sludgish, that's going to cause problems and havoc on these systems because it just can't process it. Just think of it like a straw and sipping Coke. It's very easy to do. Or if you take a really thick shake and you try to suck on that, that's going to cause some problems. You're just not going to be able to process it the same way. Your system works the exact same way. If it can't easily transform that liquid into vapor, that heating element is going to prematurely burn out. So that's another thing to keep in mind, that you do want to stay with top-notch premium e-liquids. That will make sure that your unit is always working at its optimum level. Okay, that's it for now.